Hello friends. This time I introduce my Mark 1 Focus from Ford, and what is exciting about is the tempomat or cruise control. So actually the cruise control used in this car is the same system like many other Ford vehicles from the time and earlier. For instance, Ford Mondeo Mark III has the same system inside, although the buttons are different, etc. But what actually does the work, the unit, the cabling and stuff, is the same. Okay, so the thing is that it has an onboard diagnostic system, fortunately, because otherwise it is way more difficult to track issues within the system. So in this video, you're gonna see how to diagnose your system, onboard diagnostic, I mean. So let's see. The point is, you have the buttons. Maybe the labeling is different in other Focus models, especially in the Europe region. But the function and the location are the same. Alright, so what you need to do is just sit in the car. Yeah, the key is in the off or zero position. And what you need to do is a bit of complex, because you have to hold this button, and while you are holding this button, you have to switch it into the second position. So no need to run the engine, no need to start the engine, but you really need to switch on. In the same time you are holding this button. So that's the way you started. And after it, each and every time you're gonna have this instrument cluster light on. What do I mean by this? So once you switch on the cruise control, you're gonna see a green light on the cluster. Well, if you have a Focus. In other models could be other colors, but the point is the same. The cruise control is now active, so that light is our indicator for any issues. Let's make a try. It is very difficult to hold the camera and run the test. So the sequence is, you hold this button, you switch it on, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the sequence. Exactly. So start by this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. Let's play. Hold it off. Switch it on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. What does it do? Let's play it again. Let's play it again somehow. You're gonna see only the instrument clusters. And keep your attention here. So. No, that was just a test. Holding the button. Switch it on. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. So each button push indicates a blink on the instrument cluster. And that, after all the button pressed correctly, initiate the onboard testing. And what this testing does, if there is no error, you're not gonna have any extra blinks by the indicator lamp. If you have any electrical error within the cruise control system, then you will see the cluster lamp is giving you blinks 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I'm gonna give you the meaning of the error blinks down in the description. But normally, when you push the buttons in the correct sequence and there is no electrical error which is recognized by the unit itself will switch on the cruise control for a moment. Well, technically say it's actuate the motor itself. So it's not just blinking, but it's starting the cruise control for a moment, like a second, and you can hear it and you can feel it on the gas pedal, on the throttle pedal. You know what I mean? Just like, yeah, just what it does actually after the electrical check, then it activates the servo motor and pulling the cable for a moment and release it. And that's the testify that both electrically and electromechanically the unit is good, is ready. All right, let's give it another try. Holding the button, and meanwhile I'm holding, switch it on, and you have 1 blink, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so each button, so you can test each button by this method, because holding this and releasing and start ignition, that's 1 button. Another button, yeah, so you know, you can test all the buttons. That's pretty clear. If you don't get it, you don't get it, and each button means a blink there. And if it's all right, then you must hear the noise of the actuator, the motor itself, the unit itself is pulling the cable, and you can actually feel it on the pedal. That's it. So that's the way how you can onboard test your unit. Because if something is wrong, either the test not gonna be completed at all, so no blinkings on the lamp, or you're gonna receive the error blinks after the button sequence. You're gonna see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blinks right after each other. So that indicates that the unit itself could diagnose a problem and can indicate it to you. Or otherwise, just like with my previous unit, which was electrically faulty, the test itself ran, but then the cable was not pulled by the motor itself. And that was the way to diagnose that I have the wiring and the buttons all in order, but actually something further problem appears. But that's gonna be a later video. Yeah, it was a long one, so good luck. That's it.